And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida. Well, the weekend. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks.
With DA, thanks a lot. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at the Heat lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. And, of course, Charlotte, 3 spots below.
And, you know, for the Hornets, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Rozier, and it's Hayward in at the 3. And for the Heat, Butler and Olynyk, the forward duo. Hero out there with Dragic, and it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. Zeller finds Hayward. Greg, obviously, we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you can be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Now Rozier. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Hayward looking around. Rozier kicks the ball. 6 to shoot. From the high post. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Zeller.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now, that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Dragic the pass to Hero. Back to Dragic. And Hayward with the block. One-on-one here. And he dunks it down.
It's a challenge, though. Trying to stick with Rozier in transition. How can he do it when he's so fast and clever in these situations?
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Ball dishes to Hayward. To the middle. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
You see how Hayward just made that pass? You got to say, man, he's got some vision.
And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
And Olynyk kicks to Dragic. And he converts the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Zeller. And Adebayo sends it back. Here's Butler. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Wow, Butler letting it all hang out. This is why he's an all-star caliber player.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The drive-by ball. Hayward outside. Right wing. Now, here's Rozier. Defense is right there. Can't hit from the elbow. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
I mean, he's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
Here's Ball. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Ball against Dragic. Here's Hero. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Olynyk. Duncan Robinson comes in for Butler. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. The pass to Martin. Now Zeller. He kicks it to Graham. Martin trying to free himself up, and it's Graham missing. He'd have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Playing him tough inside and prevent the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Bradley kicks to Nunn. Pass to Robinson. It's deflected.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
The Hornets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Bridges passes to Graham. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Outside Bradley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Miles Bridges.
Oh, just an admirable job by Bradley, quickly jetting towards the defense and getting the call thanks to his aggressiveness.
And so Bradley nails both of them.
And Avery Bradley, still a solid player for this team. You know, maybe not in his prime, but still defensively, he's a difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, injuries have slowed Bradley down over the years, but he still has some great footwork. He's physical on defense. He's undersized, but he can match up with either guard spot.
Out of bounds. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Graham. Got it from 16 feet.
He's 1 for 4 to start the game. Now, I know he's disappointed with that, but we got a long way to go.
Nunn kicks to Robinson. It doesn't go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And one thing that gives these scouts confidence in Zeller's ability to expand his shooting range is the fact that he's been a solid free throw shooter ever since he's entered this league.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Graham with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. Count it.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging about 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in midair. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
None. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide-open shot.
Robinson against Martin. Robinson misses. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. None against Graham. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Back to Nunn. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Graham. Offline from the top of the key.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hornets on top, leading by a point. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. We've got Devontae Graham. Washington out there with Bridges, and it's Riller in at the two-guard spot. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Miami. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Riller, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Riller's got his second basket of the game. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And a new group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Iguodala. Jimmy Butler comes in for Robinson. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Ball with the rebound. Hornets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Goran Dragic.
Such a ruthless competitor. Rozier excels at attracting contact when he's going up with assertiveness.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. He saw signs of growth last year.
Count it. Heroes got 6.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
With the teardrop, and so the ball's out of bounds. Graham touched it last. And checking out some numbers for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Here's Adebayo. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Three-pointer, Graham. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. Plays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
inside Rozier's agility, it gives him an edge. Able to make late shot adjustments and find the bucket.
Olynyk finds Dragic. And it's off from three-point range. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. So Rozier for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 3rd assist on the night. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Outside Dragic. Back to Butler. Ball with the rebound. Hornets leading by 5. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Dragic dishes to Butler. Just stopped the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. LaMelo Ball picks one up. The Heat have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The first one falls. Martin's checked in for Devontae Graham. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Look, we all know Butler wants to win. He knows he's in the prime years of his career, and he's hungry for titles.
Cloak loose. Ball with it. He's coming off a 25-point game against Chicago. Hayward outside. Here's Martin. Pass to Washington. Inside. Outside for Martin. From deep. And it's Rozier missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah. And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Ball, the pass to Washington. Here's Rozier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And here's the upcoming schedule for Charlotte. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And that game against Milwaukee, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Cody Zeller's checked in for P.J. Washington.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
The drive-by Ball. It's good. Ball's got 6.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward.
Contact doesn't get to Butler often. I mean, he uses his strength to his advantage in these situations.
Here's Rozier. That one doesn't drop. And it's Miami the other way. In the corner, Bradley with it. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Bradley. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. With the floater, and he lays it up and in. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Olynyk. Again, the Heat, good for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Outside, Ball. Pass to Bridges. Rebound by Olynyk.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
So they take the lead. He's got 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside ball. Now the pass to Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Rozier against Bradley. Rozier, the pass to Bridges. Back to Rozier. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dragic kicks to Bradley. Dragic against Ball. Hornets with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's Rozier on the assist by Ball. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead. It's Dragic with the drive, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Heat with some changes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Duncan Robinson comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Avery Bradley. Floats one. Outside Ball. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Zeller. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Olynyk.
Now there's the high basketball IQ of Zeller. He knows he's going to get whacked, but he turns it into an and one.
Here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. 4 points. And that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Hero out there with Dragic, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oh, I like the floor awareness on display from Rozier. Awesome job finding the open teammate.
Here's Butler, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got his 6th assist on the night.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
It's stolen by Dragic.
Intelligent defense. He reads the play. Gets himself in the perfect position to come up with the steal.
The feed to Hayward. And Hayward at the stuff.
And there's the athleticism. Hayward, he's proven he can get up and finish with power.
Here's Hero. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hero's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Sinks the 3-pointer. Bulls got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide-open teammate.
Now, here's Ball. 11 points in the game. Hayward outside. Back to Ball. Goes up again, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Ball's got 13.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball. And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg. I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Timeout called, the Heat. And the Heat with some changes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Olynyk, and it's Duncan Robinson in for Goran Dragic. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Hornets. Here's Iguodala, and the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Oh, the quick jump of Iguodala. Easy money.
Hornets leading by 7. Graham, the pass to Hayward. Banked in off the glass. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Robinson. Buries it down low. And here is Graham. He has 7. Pass to Washington. Iguodala against Hayward. Good defense by Iguodala. The Heat trail by 7. Here's Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. He's got 10.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Graham. And finished off by Graham.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the paint. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 24.
And once Rozier gets on the roll, watch out. He stays after it and looks to keep strong.
Shots good from Butler.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
A different look for Miami. Bradley comes in for Butler. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Tyler Hero. Charlotte making a switch here. Here's Graham. 9 points in the game so far. To the inside. Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Here's Robinson. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. That's a foul on Charlotte. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Robinson hits them both. Here's Graham. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And Graham throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And Bradley gets it to go.
With his athleticism, nice to see Bradley drop to the rim. Now
Martin. with some arc. He lays it in. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Robinson against Martin. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Charlotte Hornets. This is his second trip to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Man, using his athleticism to his advantage, like when Bridges goes up and finishes alley-oops.
The Heat trail by 7. To the middle, here's Iguodala. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Miami foul call. That's his first foul.
Bridges kicks to Martin. Over to the left wing. Nunn against Graham. Here's Riller. Here's Washington. Iguodala with the block.
And the ability to go vertical, Iguodala's a sneaky shot blocker.
Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound in this one. Martin finds Washington.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Outside Robinson. No good on the triple. Hornets leading by 5. Bridges passes to Washington. It's good. Washington's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Strong inside play from Washington. He gets it to go in with the aggressive play.
Outside Robinson. Back to Nunn. There's 48 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Graham with the ball. 11 points in the game. Bridges misses.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. It tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway.
Back to Nunn. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Nunn's got his 2nd basket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
The Hornets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And so he hits both. The Heat trail by 7. Dragic left side. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. And so it's Charlotte bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. What great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, if you're the coaching staff, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Martin. Bridges out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the 2nd round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle-tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Butler, he's checked in for Miami. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Zeller's checked in. But they'll get another chance. Bradley can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Bridges for three. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Dragic against Ball. Dragic against the bucket.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
Graham gets a wide open look. Rebound by the Heat.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Jimmy Butler. The Hornets shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Graham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
First free throw is good. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Earl comes in for Avery Bradley. The Hornets also changing it up. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Bridges. And it's Rozier in for Martin. Butler on the wing. Graham defending. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Butler.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
He was all alone on that one. Graham's got 13 points in the second half.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Shots good by Hero.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And Hayward with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
That free throw good from Hayward. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. 11-point game. Down low. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Ball. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
The Heat have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. No good from Dragic.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Hayward can't hit.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Yep, it counts. Butler's got 22.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Graham. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
And the Heat call time here. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Hornets. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Cody Zeller.
An outstanding athlete, a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And he makes both free throws.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And Zeller kicks to Rozier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
Adebayo drives in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hornets leading by 14. Now, here's Ball. Can't hit from 12. Ball against Butler. Excellent D there from Ball. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel guilty. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. For Charlotte, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and the dunk by Zeller. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. Pass to Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Adebayo's got 6 in the quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Zeller. Back to Ball. Passes it to Rozier. Hayward outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zeller over Adebayo. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Heat trail by 15. Here's Butler. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And you can't be too aggressive with Butler. That's just a recipe for failure.
That free throw good from Butler.
2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here is Hayward. Charlotte calls timeout. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He took charge tonight, and it was just that type of breakout performance they needed. As they try to shake out of the slump they've been in, they'll be hoping he has more nights in him just like this one. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
There's been a lot of evolution to Hayward's game, during his career. I'm not sure too many people saw him becoming the terrific player he is today.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. The Heat trail by 15. And they double up Butler. Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. Free throw good. Adebayo. And Adebayo drops them both. And here is Graham. 1:50 left in the 4th quarter. A floater. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
Well, you can't let Washington get comfortable. Off a feed, PJ is a better shooter.
It's Dragic with the drive. He gets it in there. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's good from Rozier. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does.
That's his 4th personal foul.
First one falls for him. And Miami going with a whole new group out there.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stan's only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Here's Riller. Hayward on the wing. And there's the pass to Richards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And he makes the first. And the Hornets making a change here. Martin's checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
No good on that one.
Marvelous. 2.
And the second free throw, good. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Riller. And Silva pulls it down.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just